Security video played a major role in testimony today at the murder trial of Pedro Santiago-Marquez.
He is accused of killing Jason Mendez Ramos of Schwabanon over a large drug debt in the fall of 2021. In a First Alert update, Brittany Schmidt joins us live in the studio with a video that played in court today that prosecutors say shows the crime happening in real time. Brittany.
Cami, Bill, this is the security video from a home shown in court today. Prosecutors believe the body of Mendez Ramos is in this van that backs into a wooded area near the UW Green Bay campus. You see the driver get out, some commotion in the back there. Yesterday on the stand, the driver said he was getting rid of trash that the defendant, Santiago-Marquez, asked him to dispose of. In just a few seconds, you'll see that ignite. That is when he lit the body on fire. The vehicle then drives away in just a few moments. It does pass a cop car. There you see it approaching there at the top of the screen, responding to a 911 call about the fire that was just set. The prosecution's witness today described hours of surveillance video, including that one which prosecutors believe are the final moments of Mendez Ramos's life. Video captures him depositing money into his bank account before going to Santiago Marquez's car shop on East Mason Street.
After that time, do you ever observe anyone consistent with Mr. Mendez Ramos coming and going from any part of the shop again that day?
No, we never see him again.
The trial will resume tomorrow morning. The prosecution is still calling its witnesses to the stand. Action 2 News will be there and bring you updates as we learn them. Bill.